Hey, how's it going, folks? This is JR again with another video in the training series for Plugin Profit Site. And in this one, I'm making it shorter than the other ones. The other ones, 15, 20 minutes or whatever, which is still not bad. But in this video, it's probably one of the most important videos I'm going to make for you. Um, this is something that most people do not even think about. Um, a lot of people get discouraged because not just because nothing's working, but because they're not organized. Okay. In this video, I'm going to show you how to organize everything you're doing, your traffic, mostly your traffic sources, which ones you're using, when to use them. Um, we've gone over why to use them, and I'm continue to do so as we go along in this series. But this video is intended to give you some structure, so you're just not logging in and I'm gonna do this today. Oh, I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna do no every day. You're gonna have a schedule. You're gonna have a plan. You're gonna have a daily action plan of what you're gonna be doing every day to generate traffic. Okay, we're in business to generate traffic. So if we're not doing what's called income producing activities, okay, and if we're not putting ourselves out there where people are most likely to be interested in what we do and in what we have to show them, then we're just wasting our time. And we want to be in places where we know there's people there that are interested in what we do, and if not specifically in what you're doing. Okay. So if you haven't registered yet with Plugin ProfitSite, there'll be a link around this video, or go join through the person who first introduced you to Plugin ProfitSite. Join with them. You can always come back to this channel for more training. I've been doing online marketing for many, many years. Plugin ProfitSite is the first program I ever started with, and is also the I first got started with Plugin ProfitSite way back in the early 2000s, and in 2006 I actually started going full time online first for the first time, um, because of what I learned through Stone Evans and his Plugin ProfitSite marketing system. Okay, now these videos, like I mentioned in previous videos, are not intended to take the place of his training, but to give you a ground floor takeoff that you can get going the same day and actually have uh, a fighting chance to make money sooner than later. The training in the back office is 30 days long. It's a little bit extensive, but it's very well tailored to network marketers to get leads and signups. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get organized. It's easier than you think. Okay, what I use is Google Calendar. Okay, and then which is what I recommend that you do also. So I'm gonna give you an example of what I got this week what I have going as far as my traffic source, and you see my traffic sources that I'm using this week. Okay, and you see today is the second. If you've been watching some of my previous videos, you can see here I got, and every day I got it outlined: Hungry for Hits, Leads Leap, Profits Lion, and so on, all the way down. Okay, so depending on the traffic source you're wanting to go for, okay, you want to um, let me see here. You want to pretty much make a time for that. For example, if it's let's say you're wanting to post on Facebook, Facebook. All right, you want to set a time for that. Okay, you're gonna come put Facebook, put more options, and you're gonna put daily, daily, and then you're gonna do that from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and so on. Okay. If you're going to be using Hungry for Hits, like I did, Hungry for Hits. Oh, Hungry. You're going to be using that one, whatever, 2 to 4 or 2 to 2:15. This stuff is done fairly quick. I put, it looks like a lot on my list here, but these things I can generally knock off in 10 to 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, every single one of these. And most of these, remember, a lot of these are done through the VM payday. Okay, through the VM payday that I showed you yesterday in the other video to send. So open up your Google Calendar, set up your status, your what you gonna call it, your schedule. Okay, use your tracking links. Um, use your VM payday. Okay, create a calendar for every day for every traffic source that you're using. For example, every safe list that you're using, and you can use your own. You can use your own if other ones are working for you. Add it to the calendar. Okay. Don't spend too much time on social media. Remember, we're talking targeted traffic. Social media, unless you're positive, everybody on your friends list is looking for a way to make money, and they're not just looking to promote their own. Um, then it's just wasting your time. But these here would be the ones you want to put here. Okay, put here. All right. So these are the ones you want to start off with. So I start off with one, two, these first five here. Or I go with six. These first six. Join these six. All right, and then remember you're going to be using the go back to the training I showed you yesterday on how to use the mailer. Okay, and then get your credits. Send out your emails once you get your credits, and then in here you'll see sometimes or is it like profits line I can use every day. You see, every day, every day. List impact is every 3 days. You see this one? Every I don't have it every day. Every 3 days. Daily business ads I think is every 3 days. You see, every 3 days, and so on. Down here, downline max. Okay, downline max is another one. All right. So I just wanted to make that just quick video regarding that. People are not organized. You want to be organized. And then once you finish checking off your list, hang it up. Stop. This is supposed to be done, passively, an hour or two a day. You know, if you're using the VM Payday, it's going to supercharge your traffic. And I showed you the stats yesterday on the traffic I'm getting. This is exactly how I'm doing it. Okay. And obviously, you want to put in here your solo ads. I don't have in this calendar other things I got going on, like I'll put like my solo ads, you know, which is just I do it by default, solo ads. Um, I do on a weekly basis, weekly, you know. So there's some things I already do in my head. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I'm talking paid solo ads, paid solo ads, paid solo ads. Okay, and it'll be anywhere from 500 to 1,500 clicks that I purchase on Udemy. So if you go through my previous videos, I'll show you how I set that up, um, how to find the right sellers and everything. So do that. Get your calendar going. And if you got any questions, just comment in the video. Get registered. Get upgraded, and you should be making money. Or if not, at the very minimum, generating tons of traffic right now. Okay. Talk to you soon.